Is the government really giving the NHS an extra £10 billion? Here's what Theresa May said at PMQs.
They came up with their 5-year plan, led by Simon Stevens as Chief Executive of the NHS. He said it was £8 billion that was needed. We're giving £10 billion of extra funding to the NHS.
The government's £10 billion commitment to the NHS isn't all of what the NHS asked for. And it isn't as generous as it sounds. It's more like £4.5 billion. The NHS did say it needed a minimum of £8 billion extra over this Parliament to cope with additional costs. That's because the population is getting older and getting bigger. That also relies on the NHS finding another £22 billion in efficiency savings. Now, Theresa May's $10 billion also includes spending that's already happened, which isn't covered by what the NHS asked for. So the government is really putting in an extra £8 billion over this Parliament. That was confirmed by NHS England Chief Executive Simon Stevens this week. Even then, this doesn't go as far as the NHS asked. The NHS said for this figure to be enough, it also needs to see commitments to social care, prevention and public health. But the government's commitment refers only to the budget of NHS England, which doesn't cover areas like public and sexual health, where spending is expected to fall overall. Meanwhile, spending on social care is expected to fall short of what is needed. So, taking inflation into account, total health spending in England will only rise by £4.5 billion over the same period, which is about half of what Theresa May is saying.